guys, welcome back to my channel. Before you leave, I just want to point out that this video is 10 minutes or less, which means that you clicked on it, you can actually finish it. It's not long, it won't take up much of your time at all. The information is great. If it's not, let me know. If it is, let me know. But regardless, you have the time to actually watch the video. It is a great video, it has great information, and it will help you. Okay, going into the video now. Alright, so last video I talked about how to hear God's voice. I gave 4 steps per se about how to hear his voice. I put the quotation marks for those of you who didn't watch the last video, basically because I feel like God's going to talk to you in different ways. I gave the steps that worked for me and what I've had to really go through on my own. And so what I said was, ask questions, study the Bible, keep it to yourself, and then be prepared to hear him in different ways. So I'm going to show you today is the first 2, which is asking the question and then studying the Bible, and basically how I go about doing that. Alright, with step 1, I said you ask God a question. So let's just say our question is, God, what does the Bible say about faith? And then there's my question there. And I go to openbible.info and it gives me a whole list of verses with the word faith in it or any word relating to faith. And like the verses say, and without faith it is impossible to please him, for whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him. So faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ. You guys get it. It gives everything about faith. But then if you're like me, I still have questions because it's okay, Lord, I'm trying my best to have faith, but exactly how do I do it? What am I supposed to do here? And that is when I will go back to Google and then I look up the definition of faith. And by Google definition, complete trust or confidence in someone or something. All right, cool, got it. I trust you, I believe you, that's great. But still a little bit confused, then what do I do? All right, so once I do that and I still have some questions, like usually when you're looking up a how-to, you want an action behind it. You want to know exactly how to do it because what you've been doing, what you've been trying to do, you feel like is not working. I know how that feels. I go through all the time. So then I take other measures, which is usually I'll try to look up a sermon or look up an old sermon to really just boost my faith or get more clarity on something. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, sorry it went from landscape to portrait. It won't let me do YouTube in landscape mode. And this is my channel, just in case you had no idea. You should hit that subscribe button and you should listen to all of the videos I posted, which are only 2, so it's not gonna take up much of your time. So I'll go to search engine, I'll type in sermons on faith, and then different sermons will pop up and I'll just scroll through and pick the ones I want. This is kind of how my relationship with God kind of started. I would listen to other pastors, other sermons, just, depending on if it's not a Sunday, because I obviously go to church, but if it's not a Sunday and I need something throughout the week, I would type in whatever I'm struggling with and type it in YouTube search engine. And just an FYI, Crazy Faith by Transformation Church.
Wants to be a part of something.
As you can see, I've watched it. I watched the whole series. It's absolutely amazing. I do watch Elevation Church as well. As you can see, this one is...
How many are excited about this series?
Watched anyway, so that is another thing that I'll do if I need more clarity on something. Okay, so, and sometimes I don't need a new sermon. I sometimes need a reminder. And that is when I'll go back into my recordings of when I record some messages that I actually heard months ago. This one was, as you can see, was New Year's Eve. And this is what I had to say.
Can you imagine this? Here's that this evening. Can you imagine how David must have felt? Here this man had been fired after having done anything wrong. And then he gets back home and finds everything up in flames. And his family members gone. I don't know about you, but that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to take in. Being told that you lost your job and you can no longer do the things that you love to do. Then you head to your house and find your house in the city being raided and now being burned down. And not only that, but all your belongings, your family members are now gone. Been taken captive. And in our text chapter 30, verse 2, although the Amalekites, who was the enemy, although the Amalekites had taken everybody away from them, the Bible says they didn't kill them. You see that? They didn't kill any of them. Look at your verse 2. They didn't kill any of them. Listen, let me tell you what the Lord revealed to me. Sometimes what looks like a total loss is really not. Listen. Sometimes when it looks like you lost everything and you lost it all, the truth is you really haven't. You just have to go and get it.
So that is what I do. I start off with asking God a question, looking for a verse about whatever it is I'm going through, whatever topic it is. I try to find the prominent word, look up the definition for it. If that still doesn't help me, even after I write it down, try to get clarity of thought by journaling, that doesn't help, I'll then go to YouTube, look up a sermon, and then sometimes if that doesn't help, I need to go back into the archives of a sermon I've already heard and just get a reminder to rebuild my faith. So like the sermon that I just played for you guys was our New Year's Eve service, where the Lord, for our church anyway, said that it's the year of promise and promotion. Ironically, the year that he says it's the year of promise and promotion is the year we get quarantined and just we're in unforeseen times, you know? But for me, after hearing that and that reminder, like he warned us, even if you didn't go to our church, you heard it, so you're meant to hear it for whatever reason, I don't know. Even though we are in quarantine, and he said, yes, this is the year of promise and promotion, if our faith is just strong enough to see through it and to get over this hurdle, whatever, we don't know what it is, just to get over it, the other side is going to be much greater than right now. All we have to do is keep the faith, you guys. It's literally just walking by faith and not by what we see. It's going by what we know, and that's really it. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet for you guys. I know some people like more detail, some people don't like it. If you want more detail, let me know in the comments. If you're okay with the videos being 10 minutes or less, let me know in the comments. Alright, and I hope this video was very informative. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please actually hit that thumbs up and like it, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. Alright.